Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. At Cain's chateau in the south of France, the Newmans sit on the train car with Sharon. Nikki can't believe they are stuck there. Nick had no idea that rain could wipe out the roads and tracks. Victor tries to order a helicopter, but there's no signal. Nikki is starting to suspect this was all planned. Nick can't imagine why, but Victor thinks it's a plan to wear them down. Nikki declares that Cain can't hold them all there until they sell Chancellor. Victor is confident that this is all part of a backup plan, but he doesn't know what that is. They speculate on whether Cain's plan involves other guests. Nick wonders if Billy might be involved. His father swiftly dismisses this, sure that Billy Boy is happy just enjoying free booze and that won't impress Cain. Nikki ponders whether Lily could be out for revenge on them for pushing her out. Victor doubts it. Nick points out that Lily seemed disgusted to see Cain. Nikki knows that can be faked. Cain is a master conman and could have charmed Lily into doing his bidding. All I'm telling you is we've got to keep our eyes open, Victor urges. He suggests that Cain could be using Jack and Diane, which is even more treacherous. Nikki's unconvinced and wishes they were home. She feels much less anxious. Phyllis arrives and declares that they are all trapped in paradise together. Enjoy the free croissants, Nikki says. Phyllis plans to enjoy everything. She's been stuck in worse places. Nikki makes it clear they're all eager to leave. Phyllis would be happy to be stuck there for months. Cain has been a prince since they arrived. When Nikki objects, Phyllis calls her the enemy of fun. Nick guesses Phyllis has talked with Cain. She claims they had a productive discussion. Nikki wonders why her future would have anything to do with Ashby. They all squint at Phyllis, who explains that she had few prospects in Genoa City, but Cain seems to think she could be an exciting addition to his empire. When they ask what that means, she's vague, so they guess she hasn't been offered a real job. Phyllis brags that Cain is excited to do business with her. Victor says she never learns. This is all empty promises. Phyllis thinks Victor is just concerned that Cain is rising to his level. The Newman dismisses this, but she insists that Cain will be a powerful force in Genoa City. She plans to be right by his side. This makes Victor smirk and Nikki look appalled. Once Nikki and Victor clear out, Nick tells Phyllis it's time for him to have a talk with Cain himself. He asks her and Sharon if they will be okay on their own. They promise not to maul one another and insist they get along all the time. Like Thelma and Louise, but with a happy ending. After Nick walks out, Phyllis says he's silly and Sharon says he can't stop being protective. They try some small talk about the weather and then awkwardly look for something to say. Propping up, Sharon tells Phyllis that it's incredibly stupid of her to trust Cain. This all seems like it could be a diabolical spectacle. Phyllis finds that hard to believe given how long they've known Cain. Even Jill forgave him after he lied. There's just something off about this whole thing, Sharon insists. Cain seems different and Phyllis could be putting herself in the middle of something. Phyllis admits she's more afraid of never getting another job or being able to dig herself out of the hole she's in. She wonders why Sharon cares so much. Because, Sharon says, we are friends. Phyllis guesses Sharon is trying to protect her like a friend would and thanks her, but she doesn't need protection. She can see the danger signs, but also the opportunities. Sharon compares what's happening to what Martin did to them, but Phyllis thinks they are totally different situations. Trapped is trapped, says Sharon. Phyllis asks how she's coping with this. Sharon isn't having a panic attack or anything, but the similarities are unnerving her. Phyllis says that Cain is not a psycho, just a guy who reinvented himself to build an empire. Maybe he wanted to do that without everyone in Genoa City judging him. It occurs to Sharon that if Cain is playing a game, Phyllis could outsmart him at it. Phyllis thanks her for thinking that. Sharon is sure she could outsmart anyone but her, of course. I'm gonna let you win that argument, Phyllis laughs. Sharon thinks maybe they finally are learning to get along. They walk out with their arms around one another. Lily and Damien try to relax by the pool. She says last night was hard. He offers to help relieve the stress by playing another round of Go Fish. They play an imaginary round with no cards until she starts laughing. Kane arrives, assuming they are disappointed that their departure has been delayed. It's funny how the universe works, he muses, pointing to how he hired Damien without knowing he was Nate's half-brother and her friend. "How do you know we're just friends?" she asks, reminding her ex that her personal life is none of his business. After Damien asks his former boss to listen to her, Kane requests 5 minutes alone with Lily. Damien agrees to hit the pool and walks off with a towel. Lily starts the clock. Kane is well aware of the boundaries she set, but he's looking forward to changing her mind about the path she's on. He's determined to get her back on track with him. "You're delusional," she snaps, insisting she will never take him back. Kane wants time to convince her that his intentions have been pure. Lily declares that will never happen. Kane urges her not to trust Damien. He's taking advantage of her now and will hurt her in the future. She reminds him that he hired that man. Kane points out Damien lied about who he was the whole time. Lily reminds Kane of all his lies.